Thanks for checking in with Down the Road Show. We're here at the Long Beach Comic-Con 2011.
Hi, I'm Hart D. Fisher from American Horrors, and you're watching Down the Road.
Hi, I'm the future Bill the Bull, Ron Kari, and you're watching Down the Road.
Welcome back to Down the Road Show. This is Casey once again, and I am here with Hart D. Fisher. How you doing, Hart?
I'm having a fantastic show, man. I'm just having the best time.
Yeah. What do you think of Long Beach Comic-Con?
Well, you know, normally the comic industry hasn't been so nice to me in my past life as a publisher of Boneyard Press, but the guys here in Long Beach are treating me fantastic. I guess horror TV goes a lot further than horror comics.
That's true. So how has the switchover been for you?
For me, it's actually been, I'm in a giddy daze. I'm like happily walking around the house floating on feet. I have a TV channel. I have my own TV channel. Oh no, I have to go program my TV channel. Exactly, and I'm looking for programming to put on the air. I'm looking for stuff.
Excellent. I'm not sure how horrific we are, mostly my segues, but anytime.
Yeah.
So what can we expect from horror TV?
On American Horrors, you can expect to find things you can't find on Netflix. You can't find it on Showtime. It's not on HBO. Fuck Cinemax. Can't find them. We've got series called, like, It Came from VHS. And it's all movies that only came out on VHS. Oh. Then we signed a deal with, and this is one of my favorite shows on my channel. It's called Saturday Fright Special. And Saturday Fright Special is your horror host show that's on Saturday afternoons, and Scarewolf is the host. But man, he knows so much about movies. He puts in really great information about these films and how they were made, and he's very informative. And then on the commercial break, it's all like old movie trailers. The House That Dripped Blood, you know, The Hound of the Baskervilles. It's all really cool, old, grainy, beat up movie trailers and public domain, like old 50s commercials and from Whammo. Yeah, exactly. Old 50s toys commercials and stuff like that. So it's fun for a boy and a girl, right? So it's got all that kind of stuff, and it's really fun. It's a lot of fun. We also have This Week in Horrors on the air with us, the award-winning zombie series 813, and we just signed a deal to produce Steve Johnson's Rubber Rules as a TV show for us. And if you're not familiar with Rubber Rules, Rubber Rules is a wonderful show that you could see on YouTube right now. And Steve Johnson is a master makeup effects artist. If you're a big fan of Videodrome like I am, Steve did it. And so we're going to be doing that on American Horrors. We're going to show you how the animatronics were done for the Hulk. Ooh. How did they do the remake of I Am Legend? Okay. How did they do the effects for Superman Lives? All those kinds of things. And Ghostbusters, we have a whole episode special on how they did Slimer and all the Ghostbusters guys, because Steve came in and worked on that. So we've got behind the scenes footage of that. We've got interviews on our network. We've got stuff like Strike of the Tortured Angels. And that's on our Mondo Vision line. Mondo Vision. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, I love horror. And so this is a dream come true for me.
So what got you started in all this with the whole horror? How did this spin into the TV show?
Well, I've had quite a violent life. That might have had something to do with it. Horror is a bit of my therapy. You know, I've had to deal with a lot of really horrific violence. I've dealt with murder, rape, burglary. The local news back in Champaign, Illinois, when I was publishing comic books, broadcast that I was out of town. I was at a Fangoria convention. Well, some people came over and robbed my house because they knew I was out of town because of the local news. And then the only reason I knew I got robbed was because a different local news team came over to interview me, and they found my front door kicked open. And they're putting that on the news before they even call the police.
Thanks, Channel 7.
Jesus Christ. I threatened the life of a CBS News director once. I threatened to maim him. I wasn't going to kill him. I was just going to maim him.
That's not bad.
You know, he'll walk with a limp for the rest of his life. That's better than being dead. But I didn't have to do that. He changed the broadcast, so we were okay. Like here in Long Beach, I'm down here selling my film, The Garbage Man. because we are also distributors of content. We're down here with our directors of Client 14 and Carrion, and we're also down here with the guys from The Perfect House, which is the very first film to be distributed by Facebook. And it's a really good horror film. It's called The Perfect House. And so we're just down here promoting and having a good time and meeting the fans. And, John Carpenter was here, so I gave him a stack of stuff. And, we got the guys at Dig Deep Entertainment are here, and Digger's here, and Kevin Eastman's here. And
So what brought me here?
Exactly. So there's a lot of fun here. I'm having so much fun for me because I'm finally being treated with a decent amount of respect. My name's actually listed in the program guide. Oh, imagine that.
So if people Google you, what are you best known for? What are they going to find?
That's the trick. That's the weird thing about Google. If you Google my name, if you Google Hart Fisher Boneyard Press, you'll get one line of stuff. There's all the stuff about the fact that I discovered the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. He was one of my kids that just worked for me when he was 15 years old, and he wrote a book for me called On Raven's Wings. Or John Cassaday started his career at Boneyard Press drawing solo Nicholas Stone stories and Bill the Bull stories. And we started the career of Duncan Rouleau. I don't know if you've heard of that artist. Or the Greek artist Dimitri Patelis. Or author Stephen Elliott started at Boneyard Press. Stephen's gone on to become quite the prominent writer and Village Voice darling. And he's a prominent reform advocate for foster care. And also, one of the things I'm really happy about is we're also helping to promote the Special Olympics.
You're going right to my next question. Do you have any charities you'd like to promote?
We're working with the Special Olympics. I grew up in the south side of Chicago around a lot of special needs kids.
Love Chi-Town. Been there twice this year.
So I wanted to use my network to kind of give back to some of these organizations. So we're working with certain special needs groups. We're working with, like I said, the Special Olympics. And I'm looking for other people to help promote and other artists to help promote, because we're really trying to build something here. We're here for the horror fans. This is horror by the fans, for the fans. I may be in the three-piece suit, but I'm a shark in this suit, baby. I'm no corporate shill. I'm here to take those turkeys out in the back, kick them in the teeth, shoot them in the face, and leave them buried in a shallow grave. And that's my goal.
That's his mission statement. It's actually on his back of his business card. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd like to ask everybody on Down the Road show. I do a lot of comic book conventions, okay? So I'd like to ask everybody the same three questions.
Okay.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Master Kung Fu.
Who's your favorite villain?
Dr. Doom.
Who's your real life hero? Who inspires you?
My real life hero? There's too many to count. I know a lot of heroes. I trained in martial arts with Gene LaBelle. Judo Gene LaBelle taught Bruce Lee. He taught Chuck Norris. He's the first Caucasian to win the World Judo Champs in Japan in 1955. He's a hero of mine. Go Korchevichian, who trains UFC fighters. Another amazing martial artist who was recruited from the Soviet judo team in the 80s and brought over here to be on the American judo team. And he trains a lot of UFC fighters, and he's a big hero of mine. Henry Rollins at one point was a big hero of mine, and I'll say it, Danzig was a big hero of mine. To be working with your heroes, I work with Glenn. I've been able to, he's hired and fired me. That's the best thing. Glenn has hired me and fired me. So if you're listening out there, Glenn, what I want to say is, dude, you're the bigger man. You're so awesome for taking me back and hiring me on to edit for you. I'm so happy to be working with you again. I've enjoyed very much editing with him. He's a fantastic director, actually. A lot of people don't understand that he's actually really talented in so many different ways. He does all his own graphic design, and he's a good designer. So there's a lot of great people in my life. I'm really enjoying getting to know Philip Anselmo. He's working with us at American Horrors. We don't know what yet, because Phil doesn't know what he wants to do yet.
Pick something and we'll do it.
And we're working with bands like Saint Madness out of Arizona, and we're looking for bands. So if you're a band out there and you've got a really great horror-themed music video, I want it. I want to put it on my network. But if it sucks, forget it.
You where?
They can email me at hart@americanhorrors.com, and that's H-A-R-T, and the website is americanhorrors.com.
And you guys are on Twitter, too. People can follow you on
Twitter.
Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I don't know what my Twitter address is. And oh, God, the Sons of Anarchy guy is going to get me now. It's Ron Kari.
No. Ron Kari, how you doing? Are you video bombing us? Come on over here.
Come on in, Ron.
Come on.
How you doing, man?
Good to see you, buddy. Give me a hug.
Good.
You made it in.
How you doing?
Good.
Casey,
Good.
Down the Road
Casey,
show.
Ron. All right.
So yeah, we were just talking about charities and things, people like to support. What's your favorite charity to support?
I'm leaning towards the Tea Party these days.
They need all the help they can get, actually.
I heard a few things. I think I like them. I don't know. I like things to do with abused children.
Okay.
A lot.
That's a good one.
Ron does a lot of work for people. Ron helps a lot of convicts get, reacquainted with being outside. When he was in prison, he worked with the prison ministries. You look at Ron, you think, oh God, scary guy. And actually, we've been working with Ron about maybe perhaps playing Bill the Bull in a live-action Bill the Bull movie. Oh. And we've been grooming Ron to play that role from my Boneyard Press days. Okay. But the thing, Ron's amazing. His prison ministries that he's involved with and all the charities he's done with drug counseling, really good guy.
Does all of that experience, is that what gives Sons of Anarchy such realism and flavor?
I think the writer, Kurt Sutter, gives it all its reality and flavor, to tell you the truth. He's just genius. And the stars of the show, Charlie Hunnam, Ron Perlman, you can't beat these guys. Yeah. But it's a lot of variables.
Well, what's your favorite thing about that TV show that keeps you involved and motivated?
I think it's the people. It's like a family thing, A bunch of real good guys there, yeah.
And I ask everybody, I just asked him, so I'll ask you.
Yeah.
Favorite 3 questions. Who's your favorite superhero?
Thor.
Thor, nice, excellent.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite villain?
The Joker.
Joker, who's huge?
Got to be the Joker.
Yeah.
I think Heath Ledger's my favorite.
That's the follow-up question then, is Heath Ledger or Jack? Okay.
You know what? They're both, how can you say, man? Heath Ledger or Jack.
Yeah.
Jack's still around, so you can't beat Jack.
And who's your real-life hero? Who inspires you?
Besides Hart Fisher. God.
It's hard, isn't it?
You know what? I've never really thought about that one. Who is it?
Can't believe you didn't just go, Jesus!
I was
Jesus!
I say Jesus, yeah. But someone today. That's all. That stumped me there, didn't he?
I didn't think
That's
about
why I love that question.
Who did you say?
It was tricky, but I said, I said Gene LaBelle and I said Go Korchevichian. They're both heroes to me.
Gene LaBelle's a hero to me.
I got a lot of respect for both those guys, and they helped me in some times when I was down. Those guys really helped me out, and they're so eager to teach. I like the thing that I have to say about, like, when you're a big guy, people think you can run around and beat everybody up, and my issue is when you're a big man, the depth of your strength is defined by how you treat those weaker than yourself. Those that you treat that are smaller than yourself. So I get really upset about this whole issue of we got to cut Medicare, we got to cut all this programs for kids, and I'm like, that's my mother you're talking about. Right. You rich bastards who don't pay your taxes, you millionaire pieces of shit.
Can't balance a budget to save
You can't balance a budget to save your life, and you're going to cut my mother's health care, and she worked her whole life to get that health care, and at the last minute when she's going to retire, you're going to, no, I'm going to get you guys. Yeah. I'm going to get all, that's part of my network too, is I want to go after these corrupt politicians. I hate them.
So I'm leaning towards Tea Party. I heard a little bit about them, and I said, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But I heard they're taking Christmas out of the White House today. They're having a holiday tree, right? They're having a holiday tree. There's no Christmas tree. It's a holiday tree now. And it's like, where's this going to end up? It's getting scary. Yeah.
Wow. I think this country is in a really interesting time. That's a big reason why I'm creating a multimedia company. I want to have an influence in the culture. I don't like the way men are portrayed in media. I don't like the way that they only portray a hero as somebody who can damage somebody else, and a hero is so much more than that. I thought that Uncle Ben really said it best. That guy, that dude who has to work every day and put food on the table, and that guy's got to go to a shitty job, that guy's a hero in my book. And that's something I figured out when I became a grown adult. I didn't understand that as a kid, but as a grown man, I look at that dude who goes to that crappy job every day to feed his kids, and they don't understand. That's a hero.
Yeah.
The guy standing on the side of the road, repaving the highways that need repaving constantly in this stupid state.
Well, that's who they're cutting off. That's who they're going to start to cut off now, so they can give more and more and more to the people who are going to vote for whoever the people that are giving the money wants them to vote for, right? Without mentioning any names.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So there you have it. American Horror is really about changing politics and life as we know it.
Exactly. I'm a happy, fun camper. It's the Happy Fun channel.
Excellent. And Sons of Anarchy going to be around for a million years, I hope?
At least 7 years, I'm sure.
There you go. You heard it here.
Seasons, yeah.
At least 7 seasons for Down the Road Show. Thanks for checking in. We're here with Ron and Hart.
That's right.
Who's all heart, by the way.
He is all heart, man.
Oh, yeah.